Well, North Korea intensifying its threats again today, warning that the Korean peninsula is, quote, inching close to a thermonuclear war. National security correspondent Jennifer Griffin's live at the Pentagon. So, Jennifer, how is the Pentagon reacting to this rising belligerence from the North Korean leader?
Well, Martha, the Pentagon is taking these threats very seriously. Right now on Capitol Hill, a hearing has just begun before the Senate Armed Services Committee. General Maxwell Thurman, who is the head of U.S. Forces Korea, was supposed to be testifying before that committee hearing headed by Senator Carl Levin, but he canceled his trip at the last moment because of the extreme tension on the Korean Peninsula right now. That is a very unusual move for the U.S. general. We are hearing now from Commander, Pacific Commander, Admiral Locklear. He's being questioned by the Armed Services Committee. Here's Carl Levin just moments ago.
Of the same destructive policies as its predecessors, stubbornly pursuing its nuclear weapons and its ballistic missile programs with callous disregard for the well-being of its own people and the region.
As North Korea made the announcement this morning threatening nuclear war on the peninsula and asking for foreigners to leave the peninsula, we heard Carl Levin ask Admiral Locklear why it was that the Pentagon decided to call off that Minuteman ICBM intercontinental ballistic missile test, a long-scheduled test that was supposed to take place out at Vandenberg Air Force Base. That would have been a test that would have sent a missile from Vandenberg 4,300 miles away. Admiral Locklear said he agreed with that decision by the Pentagon to postpone that test because of the rising tensions and the potential for misunderstanding on the Korean Peninsula. Martha?
Right. This is something. Jennifer, explain a little bit about, last week the word was that there wasn't a lot of movement on the ground in North Korea militarily, that most of this had been rhetoric. Has that changed?
It has not changed. This is still viewed as rhetoric, but they are taking it seriously because of the young nature of this untested leader in North Korea. Some that I've talked to have called this the debutante's ball. This is his coming out. How is he going to act? Is he in a corner now, and is he going to have to act in the wake of all of this belligerence?
Not as much fun as a coming out party, I would imagine, but I get it. Jennifer, thank you very much. We'll see you later.
Drill near the North Korean border. The South says drills like this, some conducted with allies from the United States, are routine and non-threatening. The North sees them as a prelude to war. The North ramped up the rhetoric again on Tuesday, warning foreigners via state television to leave South Korea for their own safety. It also kept its workers away from an industrial zone on its border that had been run in coordination with South Korea. These South Korean workers returned home as their factories stand idle for another day. Despite this deterioration in relations between the two Koreas, few outside the North see an imminent threat of war, although there is still concern that Pyongyang could test a nuclear bomb or a missile. Japan has prepared for that by deploying surface-to-air missiles in Tokyo, which it says it will use without hesitation to shoot down any North Korean missile entering Japanese airspace.